The horizontal bandsaw is a tool used to reduce the length of raw materials into shorter pieces suitable for machining into finished components. Let's take a look at the lesson objectives. By the end of this video, students will be able to identify parts of the horizontal bandsaw, operate the vise clamp, set the work stop, set the downward feed rate, set the blade guide position, adjust the coolant flow, and safely operate the horizontal bandsaw. Let's identify some of the major parts: the motor, gearbox, power switch, emergency stop button, coolant flow valve, hydraulic downfeed cylinder, feed control knob, work stop, the vise clamp, the automatic shutoff switch, coolant pump switch, vise position handle, vise clamping handle, lift handle, blade tension adjustment knob, blade tension indicator. When operating the saw, be sure to secure all loose clothing and long hair. Keep hands away from the blade at all times. Before cutting, we need to ensure the blade speed is properly set. The selector knob on the side of the gearbox features 3 different speeds. The speeds are shown in both meters per minute and feet per minute. Faster speeds are used for softer materials such as aluminum. Slower speeds are used for harder materials such as steel. Never rotate the selector knob while the motor is running, as damage to the gearbox may result. Today, we'll be cutting aluminum, so we'll select the fastest speed of 282 feet per minute. Always lift the saw by the handle and never by the tension adjustment knob. Additionally, the tension adjustment knob should not be changed after initial installation of the blade. Adjust the blade guide so it's as close as possible to the workpiece. For cutting multiple pieces the same length, set the work stop. A caliper can be used to verify the distance between the work stop and the blade. The hydraulic lever valve holds the saw in place above the workpiece. When opened, the blade moves downward. The dial valve controls the rate at which the blade moves down. Counterclockwise causes the blade to move down faster. Clockwise causes the blade to move down slower. More important than the numbers on the valve is the actual rate at which the saw moves down. Adjust the rate to a slow pace approximately as shown. It's important to make sure that the blade does not contact the workpiece before the saw is turned on. When cutting a harder material, what adjustments should be made to the machine? A. Higher feed rate, lower blade speed. B. Lower feed rate, lower blade speed. C. Higher feed rate, higher blade speed. D. Lower feed rate, higher blade speed. The correct answer is B. Lower feed rate and lower blade speed. Harder materials must be cut with both a lower feed rate and a lower blade speed. The workpiece must be held securely in the machine's vise. Rotate the handle to position the movable jaw near the workpiece. Then, press the clamping handle downward until a firm pressure is felt. If the handle reaches the end stop before tightening, the movable jaw position needs to be adjusted. Adjust the coolant flow to a rate that will allow chip removal while preventing splashing. Observe the chip formation during the cut. Extra fine chips are an indicator of too slow of a feed rate. Extra heavy chips, or a jumping action of the blade, are an indication of too heavy of a feed rate. When the blade reaches its furthest downward position, the automatic shutoff switch is activated and the part can be removed. In this video, we reviewed the major parts of the horizontal bandsaw, demonstrated proper operation of the work clamp, and showed how to adjust the blade speed and downward feed rate. With practice, you can build proficiency in operating this tool to cut a variety of bar stock shapes in preparation for further machining operations. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.